man in Australia accidentally shot himself in the dick. All of this and more here on Stream On. Woohoo! Aloha! Welcome to Stream On here on the Stream.tv. I am Brooke Bergstaller. We've got some rad as hell stories for y'all today, and lucky for me, my trusty wingman Jake Palmer will be pulling user comments, and later Johnny LaQuasto will be joining us to load us up with scientific nonsense. But first, let's see what is trending on Facebook this morning. Woo. Elon Musk has unveiled his mega shuttle that will take man to Mars in 80 days to set up a 1 million-person city. But he's warned that the first trips of the expedition will be really very dangerous. Musk is the chief of SpaceX, which has officially debuted its most ambitious project yet. He's calling it an interplanetary transport system. The system is set to take 100 people at a time to Mars for $200,000 a trip, and all I can think of is his idea to turn 100 people into 1 million, and just how much sex that's gonna mean for those people. Also, here's a real opportunity to not let stupid people breed. I hope he puts regulations on who can make babies. Jake, any user comments on this story today?
Yeah, you know, Facebook user George Morris echoes what a lot of people are saying. They're questioning whether or not we should even be doing this. He says, Mars, 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 what fools. We have the most beautiful natural planet in the universe. Basically implying, why do we need to go to all these other planets? Honestly, I think probably a very short-sighted sentiment, but, you know, a sincere one.
I completely agree. I really think Earth is so beautiful, but you know what? Send the dumbasses up to space for all I care. Now, next we have a Melbourne crime boss who's also a dumbass. He accidentally shot himself in the balls with his gun. His name is Omar Shawak, and I feel like we should chant his name so everyone remembers the boy who shot himself in the crotch. Apparently, he was reaching for a cigarette and accidentally pulled the trigger, sending a bullet into his dick. And this is why we need sensible gun reform, people. Goodness gracious. Well, next up, we have some unsensible news. A blind woman named Lauren Harris says that she is shamed by strangers having children because she's blind. She was born with cataracts, developed glaucoma, and had a whole bunch of bad eye luck when she lost her vision at age 20. Well, now she has 2 kids and says that she encounters very unfriendly people who say she is selfish for having children. Well, Lauren, here's a bit of advice. Tell everyone to piss off. Trust me, I think you're a better mother than the crack den ladies who are so high that sometimes they forget they even have babies. Am I right about this? I'm pretty sure I'm right. But this next story, this will bring us right back up to where we belong. Diet guru and nutrition queen Lola Berry put out a weight loss program called Stop Being a Fat Bitch. And of course, she received horrible and hateful messages for her title. She said that she was called a drug pig, a bulimic, an ice addict, a cunt, an idiot, and a whore. Wow, that's so interesting. Same, Lola. I get that every day. Don't sweat the haters. The people calling you out were probably most likely less than happy with their own bodies, if I had a guess at it. Jake, any comments for me on this one?
Well, Facebook user Lyle Lindbergh says something that you don't hear a lot. They say, but I love being fat. And you go, man. Fucking own that shit.
Yeah.
You need to let anyone tell you that being fat's wrong or to stop being a fat bitch. If you want to be a fat bitch, keep on fatly bitching away, man.
I love that. God, you are so inspiring this morning, Jake. Jeez. Well, make sure you find us on Facebook and like our page at The Stream TV. But now it's time for Twitter. Adelaide is here. Another storm, another trending hashtag, which at the Master Buck says best himself. Ladies and gentlemen, it's so bad that we now have a hashtag. Meanwhile, at TK21 shared an Arthur meme saying, when everyone is getting their power back and you are still living like a caveman. Of course, this is because of a storm that's passing through Australia right now. Good luck to you Aussies down under who are presently weathering this storm. Hopefully your cute little accents can provide you with some safety and shelter. And of course, don't forget to find us on Twitter at The Stream TV. You know what? Tweet at us and we'll shout you out during our show, peeps. Right? Isn't that exciting? But for now, let's take a walk on over to Instagram land, shall we? Instagram account, @funny-when-it's-wrong, is mainly offensive and often not politically correct, and of course that makes it one of my personal favorites. First up, we have a picture of a nerdy boy, number 1, saying, "Clitoris? I've never heard of that Pokemon." Next, we've got what might as well be a photo of me that reads, "When you're bored as fuck at your house, but also too lazy to go out, this girl looks drunk as hell." And finally, picture number 3, which is nerdy boy number 2, whose name is DaFuck, with the caption, "Me every time I check my bank account." Likewise, DaFuck, likewise. And if you guys want to send money to me, you can mail checks and money orders to, I'm just kidding. I'll set up for you reaching out and finding us on Instagram @TheStreamTV, right? That's a fair trade. And now I know you're ready for us to continue our social media stroll and check out the top videos trending on YouTube right now. Woo, tubular. Well, guys, the web is just weird. This video has everyone talking about a British man named Tom Thwaites, who won the IG Nobel Prize, not to be confused with the Nobel Peace Prize, for living as a goat for 3 days. He had prosthetic limbs made so that he could walk like the animal and spend his time grazing, eating grass, and bonding with his goat people. Now, news station CTV covered the story, and in the video trending on YouTube, the anchor is seen losing her shit over the story. She cannot keep it together or keep from laughing at the absurdity here. Part of me gets it, but part of me also thinks that this dude needs a hobby or a friend, like super bad, like immediately. When you have to resort to goats as your homies, I don't know, that's when you should probably start questioning yourself. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel on YouTube @TheStreamTV. We've got fresh videos coming to you daily, and we'd love to hear from you over there. But now it's time to check out what's trending on Snapchat today. Snapchat! The ghost waving. Goodness, I love that. Trending on Snapchat right now is this super gross but fascinating science story. An Ecuadorian frog known as Diablito, or the devil frog, has puked up a new species of ants not yet discovered. Because researchers have a hard time getting into all the nooks and crannies of nature to further study frogs and their environments, they will capture tropical frogs and flush their stomachs to make them vomit, and then they'll release the frogs back to the wild. So I guess this is nice. Well, thanks to this method, scientists have discovered a new kind of ant, and they're really stoked. There are literally people who dedicate their lives to studying ants. I mean, how freaking niche can you get? At least study butterflies or ladybugs or something. Well, anyways, that's Snaptastic, and you can find me on Snapchat @BrookeLilydale for all your daily weird. But for now, let's pivot on over to Reddit. Woo! Reddit's the best. Well, you can almost always find me perusing the pages of Reddit, which we're going to explore right now with our first story about the surplus tax revenue in Colorado that is soon to be distributed to schools for bully prevention programs. 'Cause stoners are nice, people. Look at me. The Colorado Department of Education will be offering up grants for up to $40,000 per school per year for these programs, and 50 schools are said to be receiving the funds. God, I love potheads. They're so freaking harmless. I wonder what those anti-bully programs are going to look like, though. Like, are you about to beat up your classmate? Wait. Here, smoke this J first. And ta-da, conflict averted. I should probably work with kids. That's what I'm thinking. Well, here's more science for you. Researchers have found genetic information lurking in ostrich eggshells, potentially up to 50 times older than any DNA. The proteins found in the shell have been preserved for 3.8 million years in a very hot environment and apparently hold the secrets to the universe. Wouldn't that be so funny if we finally discovered where humans are from, what is our purpose, why are we here, all from an eggshell? I do love ostriches. I think they're super weird, and I've also been told that I look like one, which is obviously a compliment. Now, here's a big compliment coming from the FDA. It turns out they might actually care about consumers. What? As the FDA has officially banned a controversial chemical found in antibacterial soap and sometimes toothpaste. The chemical is called triclosan, and it's going to kill us all. So make sure you check your labels, dudes. Buy smarter or let your toothpaste be the death of you. Your choice. But I think I know what some of those dum-dums buying poisonous toothpaste have been up to, answering this poll, which asked people if they had been decapitated, to which 4% of pollers said that they had been. 4% of pollers said that they had indeed been decapitated. Jake, please give me some insight. What are people on Reddit saying about this story?
Well, Reddit user, the most sensitive part, never heard of that Pokemon, says, I wonder how the 4% breaks down between dumbass and smartass. I really hope the balance falls more on the smartass side,
Right.
but knowing America, it's probably the dumbass side, so.
Oh, sweet baby Jesus, what are we gonna do with people? Well, here is, lastly, we've got a photo of a massive golden retriever who looks like Danny DeVito and is about Danny DeVito's size. I think he's doppelganger worthy. Jake, what do you have for us here on this story?
Well, for any Always Sunny fans out there, Saint Vanilla says, you can tell that he looks like Danny DeVito because of the Magnum Dong, which is, of course, referencing Danny DeVito's character within his character in the show,
Right.
Dr. Mantis Toboggan, who allegedly has a Magnum Dong, which needs a monster condom.
You know what? You know what, Jake? I have no doubt that Danny DeVito probably has, like,
A massive meat swinger.
I feel like that's like what universe has to do for him is like, you're really small and stout, so we're gonna give you a giant schlong.
He's tall horizontally.
There you go. Thank you for that, Jake. And now, you guys, for the moment you've all been waiting for, our beautiful, wonderful Wednesday feature host, Johnny LaQuasto, is in the house, and he's gonna deliver you some deliciously hilarious goods about the state of the world. Now, Johnny, how are you doing, boo?
I'm doing great. First off, I want to ask you two, would either one of you go to Mars if Elon Musk was like, hey, do you want to hop on board?
Nope.
Okay, split down the middle. I think Elon Musk, honestly, is only trying to get people to go to Mars just so he could become dictator of the planet he came from.
That's a really good point. Probably you're right.
It's a free trip home. Why not? Anyways, tons of good stuff in the science world today. Actually, it's all kind of weird, but it's amazing. So a lot of us abide by the 5-second rule when it comes to eating, right? At least I do. Well, here's the deal. Scientists at Rutgers University think the 5-second rule should be gone because here's the deal. They decided to conduct a study by testing foods like gummy candy, watermelon, buttered bread, and unbuttered bread, and just threw it down on different surfaces like stainless steel, ceramic, tile, wood, and carpet. And guess what? Bacteria starts flowing all over the food within a second, especially if it's moist. In other words, you drop watermelon on the ground, give it the dog, because there's so much bacteria that soaks up in the watermelon and the butter as well. But regardless of the study, here's my deal with the 5-second rule. I have a 3-tier system. Number 1, 5-second rule, I eat it. Number 2, if it goes past the 5-second rule, I pick up the food, kiss it up to God, then I eat it. If it goes past the 5-second rule, kiss it up to God, and I still get a little nervous, I look at it, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna eat it anyway, because I'm an adult, and I do what I want. So think about that next time. Moving on, how about a very modern family? The first ever 3-parent baby was born on April 6th thanks to a procedure called spindle nuclear transfer procedure. So the reason why this happened is the child's mom carries Lee syndrome, which is a fatal disease caused by faulty mitochondria. Now, mitochondria is what's known as the powerhouse of your cells, if you want to look at it in simple terms. So what happened with her is every mitochondria we have has a circle of DNA containing 37 genes needed for functioning. The problem with Lee syndrome is one of those genes has a mutation. So she's healthy, but her previous 2 kids did not survive because of Lee syndrome. So the doctors were able to transfer a structure called the spindle with chromosomes attached to it from one of the woman's eggs into a healthy empty donor egg. Then the egg was fertilized by the father, and bam, we have a healthy baby boy. And yeah, to answer your question, those doctors are definitely on those parents' Christmas list, as they should be. That's incredible. And lastly, there's one more thing you can add to the list of almonds, cashews, and rice and other things that I had no idea made milk, and that's cockroaches. Brooke?
No, I won't with the story.
Oh, well, guess what? You better earmuff it because it's about to get gross. So here's the deal. Apparently, milk is good for you from cockroaches. So chemists have shown that the milk-like substance from the Pacific beetle cockroach is 3 times more nutritious than cow's milk and 4 times more nutritious than buffalo's milk. And these researchers say they want the cockroach milk to be turned into a protein supplement to feed the hungry. So you might want to think twice about the next time you step on a cockroach. Well, you can think twice. I'm not. I'm going to still step on a cockroach. I will go boots to asses on cockroaches all day. And that is what's happening in the weird science world.
Oh, Jesus, that's absolutely
thirsty?
disgusting. I can't like get this face off of my face. Oh,
Welcome.
God, Johnny. Oh, cockroaches are so gross. I have so many in my house. Well, thank you for all that edutainment, Johnny. Much love to you and to you, Jake. You know I love you. And to you at home or wherever you are. Thanks so much for watching Stream On here on the Stream.tv. Don't forget to find us across the web at the Stream TV. And we'll see you tomorrow, friends. Bye. Oh. Thanks so much for watching, y'all. While you're here, give this video a like, a share, a kiss, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay updated on all the freshest vids coming to you daily.